I have a quick question. I came to this country 15 years ago looking for the American dream. And our president, which is everyone's president, has put us in a bad place. He keeps saying there's no American dream anymore. I do believe that. My kids were born here. I'm an American citizen. I did not vote for him. How would you change the mentality of people after all these 6, 7 years where they say there's no more American dream? I believe there is. Well, how would you do that?
Well, first of all, I'm glad you believe there is, and I think a lot of other Americans believe that there is, and that's a start. But the bottom line for a president is you have to aspire to greater things for your country, and you have to convince the country that you believe that they're attainable, but not to be given to anybody. See, I'll tell you the way my parents described the American dream to me. My mother used to say to me all the time, Christopher, you can be anything you want to be if you're willing to work hard enough. What we have to reinvigorate in the next generation is that what America gives you is not a guarantee of anything other than a chance. You get a chance to be great. Every day, America gives you a chance to be great based upon the ingenuity of your ideas and your work ethic. And we need to be talking about that again over and over and over again to our children and our grandchildren to say that the people who built this country into the greatest power the world has ever known, living under the greatest blanket of freedom and liberty for a sustained period of time that the world has ever seen, never got anything handed to them. We fought. We fought the Revolutionary War. We fought to industrialize this country. We fought to build a railroad across this country. No one gave it to us. The explorers across this country went and settled a continental country from the Atlantic to the Pacific, died in the process, fought to try to create a better life for themselves and for their kids. We fought 2 world wars to preserve our sense of liberty, not just for us, but for people in Europe who wanted to live in freedom and liberty as well. We achieved great things. We had a president of the United States, a Democrat, who, having no idea at the moment how it was going to be done, said we will get to the moon by the end of the 1960s and return. He didn't know how they were going to do it. We didn't know how we were going to do it. But because a president stood up there and said, I believe we can do it, we did it. The fact is, Americans have achieved great things based upon ingenuity and hard work. And as president, that's what I will talk about every day, challenge our children and grandchildren that they can achieve the same things that their forebears achieved, but only if they care enough to fight for it. That's what this country has always stood for. That's what the real American dream is. The American dream isn't a car and a house and a boat. That's just the things we get. The American dream is you wake up every morning believing that if I have a great idea and I work hard, I can be anything that I want to be in this country. This country still offers that, and that's what we have to fight for together, and that's the way we do it, by talking that way.